Ariana Grande has always been a champion for empowerment, but that doesn't mean she never feels down. Her hit song Thank You Next was a catchy anthem, with an amazing music video chock full of references to movies and her personal life. But beneath all of the Mean Girls references, there's a lot of heart in the song, and the sadness of some of her words may surprise you. We're going to talk about some of the most heartbreaking Ariana Grande songs, including those who pay tribute to her beloved ex, Mac Miller. You might want to have a box of tissues handy for this one. We were all excited for Ariana Grande's Thank You Next album, but we're pretty sure we knew what Ghostin was about before we even heard it. No, we're not just brilliant detectives. Ariana confirmed it's about feeling badly for the person you're with because you love somebody else. She added that in her situation, the other person can tell he, quote, can't compare, and maybe ghosting would be preferable to dragging things out. Naturally, most people believed she was talking about her now former fiance, Pete Davidson. She hooked up with him quickly after ending things with her ex-boyfriend Mac Miller. Ariana and Pete had a whirlwind relationship that fizzled out as quickly as it got started. Although Ariana was the one who ended things with Mac, she did so because of his struggles with addiction. But it was clear there was still a lot of love between the two of them. When he tragically passed away, her relationship with Pete fizzled out soon afterwards. It certainly seems like she wasn't over Mac when she started seeing Pete, and that's what Ghostin' is all about. In the song, Ariana says, I know you hear me when I cry. I try to hold it in at night while you're sleeping next to me. While they were together, Pete and Ariana lived in Ariana's New York City apartment. She also sings, You've been so understanding, you've been so good, and I'm putting you through much more than one ever should. And I'm hating myself because you don't want to admit that it hurts you. Of course, dating someone who isn't over their ex is hurtful, and really, there was no way Pete could ever compete with a memory. Even the beat of the song Ghostin' is similar to that of Mac's song 2009, and some fans noticed that certain lyrics are reminiscent of the Mac Miller song Cinderella, which he wrote about Ariana. Mac wrote, You're in my dreams, that's why I'm sleeping all the time. While Ariana sings, He just comes to visit me when I'm dreaming every now and then. The way Ariana and Mac's music intertwines is heartbreaking, much like the story of their real-life romance. She sings, I know it breaks your heart when I cry again, instead of ghosting him. It doesn't seem she's talking about cutting off contact with Pete, but rather of letting go of Mac and moving on. Usually we think of ghosting someone as not returning their texts any longer, but it seems like Ariana is being more figurative here. As much as Ariana and Mac clearly loved each other, it's also clear the relationship had its share of issues. Some believe the song In My Head also has to do with Mac, and not just the good parts. When speaking about the song, Ariana shared that the song is about being in love with a version of somebody you've created in your head. Fans were shocked when Ariana and Mac split up, but Ariana claimed there was a dark side to his addiction, which most people didn't see. She calls portions of their relationship hard and scary, and said that while she loved him, she just couldn't deal with that side of him any longer. During In My Head, my imagination's too creative. When they see demon, I see angel, angel, angel. Without a halo, wingless angel. Ariana has called Miller an angel many times, both on social media and in Thank You Next, when she sings, I wish I could say thank you to Malcolm because he was an angel. She's also referred to his addiction as his demons in the past, making it seem like she's definitely talking about Mac here. And in the chorus, she says, falling, falling, but I thought you'd never leave me. In the past, she stated how shocked she was to lose Mac when he was so young, and how she struggled to come to terms with it. Sadly, later she sings, I thought you were the one, but it was all in my head. Many of the lyrics have to do with her wanting someone to be their best, such as, quote, wanted you to grow, but boy, you wasn't budding. Everything you are made everything you aren't. She had expressed many times how she desperately wanted Mac to stay sober and how his fame seemed detrimental to his health. It seems there is hardly a single song on Thank You Next which doesn't involve at least a small reference to Mac Miller. In the song Bloodline, Ariana sings, no, we won't be talking the next day. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't looking for my one true love. Yeah, that ship sailed away. It's hard not to think she's talking about Mac Miller when she references her one true love. And we're guessing she's talking about Pete when she says, don't want you in my bloodline, just want to have a good time. If the music video for Thank You Next is any indication, Ariana did have a rather good time over the course of her relationship with Pete. She also sings, get it like you love me, but you don't, boy, it's just for show. Maybe Ariana felt as though Pete truly didn't love her and was just using her for his own personal reasons. Her song, Bad Idea, seems to be similar in theme to Ghostin, and she talks about using someone in order to get over someone else. This may not be the kindest thing to do, but often grief makes it so people aren't exactly thinking straight. She sings, "Yeah, I'ma call you over here to numb the pain. I got a bad idea. Forget about it. Forget about him. Forget about me." This sounds like yet another suggestion that Ariana dove headfirst into a relationship with Pete in order to get over the pain of losing Mac. But apparently, she doesn't believe Pete was exactly blindsided by this when she says, "But boy, don't trip. You know this isn't real. You should know I'm temporary." We know there are so many meaningful lyrics in Ariana's music that we could never fit them all into a single video. Which one of her lyrics has the biggest emotional impact on you? Share with us your pick in the comment section, and then click on the subscribe button for the latest videos from the taco. Bye for now.